Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. It is made in 1/44 scale, so it's part of Super44 series from Czech manufacturer, and as you can see, this time it copies Avia B.534. It's a IV.Series modification, and we have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review, and we are going to check it together today. So it's Sunday, and as you can see, this kit might be an interesting weekend project, so that's why I decided to dedicate a weekend review here. So first of all, packaging is typical. We have this transparent plastic bag, and then through the rear section, of course, you'll be able to see the plastic sprue. And now we are going to open this resealable plastic bag and check what is actually supplied on this sprue, and then gradually we will move on to other bonuses in this kit as well. So, packaging was simplified relatively recently, and it makes, I would say, storage of these kits a bit complicated because you have to stack them somehow. I do it in a vertical position so that they stand in one box, because otherwise you break the parts, but I saw some modders who somehow managed to store these kits in a horizontal position, but it's a bit strange. So here we have clear plastic sprue, and somehow I accidentally broke off the canopy part, but it's not serious because it's not broken, it just separated off the sprue. So here it is, I'll place it here. And as you can see, molding quality seems to be fine. We don't have any possible issues here, everything looks cool, and I think it should be easy to work with this stuff, so masks should be also included, so just give me a second. We'll check everything closer in a moment. And here we have one and only gray plastic sprue. So all parts fit on one frame, and it's not a surprising thing because it's a 1/44 scale model. That's why everything just fits onto one sprue. And note that here, for example, fuselage halves, they're molded together. One is molded together with tail fin and a rudder. Another thing is that wing parts are molded here. And as you can see, there are two versions of the top wing, and the bottom, of course, is molded as a two-piece assembly, so you get one part for each side, and top part is molded as a one-piece element. There are a lot of small pieces, so if we zoom in a bit, you can see that we have a lot of stuff, so just give me a second to adjust it a bit. Now you should be able to see it better. So here we have a lot of tiny elements, as I said before. For example, this propeller here, you can see comparison with my fingertip. So do not underestimate this kit. It's a 1/44 scale model, so in some cases you will even need tweezers, because otherwise it will be tricky to deal with all this stuff. But other than that, everything looks cool. And by the way, note that here, for example, top cooling cover is molded separately as a one-piece part here, if I'm not wrong. And if we flip it over, here inside you can notice that we have minor cockpit detailing. It will be enhanced with some additional plastic parts which are molded separately, but other than that I don't see any possible molding issues on the thin parts. And as far as I remember, actually I assembled 1/72nd scale release, but it was quite easy to assemble, and here we have even less parts, so I don't think it will be somewhat complicated in comparison with what I built. Next we have also another, I would say already traditional bonus for 1/44 scale. We have mask sheet here. All these masks are pre-cut, so they're ready to be used out of the box, and that means that you won't have to waste your time trying to cut these tiny stickers. You just get them out of the box, apply on the canopy and wheels, and they will be good to go because you will get a nice paintwork on your model. And next bonus is the mask sheet. So this one is a bit more interesting because we get it from Eduard, of course, but we also get various cockpit decals as well. So we have seat belts and instrument panels, from what I can see. We also have all necessary symbols for 4 marking options. And printing quality looks fine. As you can see, even swastika is included, so it hints on which markings will be included here. And as far as I remember, these decals, modern decals from Eduard, because they use the new printing technology, they were quite easy to apply on the model, so I don't think you will have any issues. Yes, some modelers were writing that they had problems with backing foil, but here you have to pay attention what you actually place on the model, because this issue was actually covered in recent Eduard info, so if you would like to learn more, I really recommend to read it, because there they give various advices on how to work with such decals and how to apply them in a bit more efficient way, so that you won't end up with damaged decals and really, I would say, sad result. Next we have assembly manual. This one is printed in form of typical Eduard brochure, so it is printed in color and everything looks really cool. So just give me a second to close the camera a bit. Now you should be able to see it. So here on the first page we have paints chart and Gunze designations. It's also traditional Eduard feature. Here nothing special, I would say, in a good sense. Next we have 4 marking options which are included here. As you can see, 1 German aircraft, which is really surprising. And there is no parts map, surprisingly, so everything starts with assembly of the cockpit, which is somewhat simple, but it would be strange to expect more from 1/44 scale model. And as I said, we have decals for various, let's say, visible elements of the cockpit, so it should be pretty much detailed for such small size. Next we have also masks for landing gear wheels, which is also cool, because again you will get a really nice paint finish without any extra, I would say, work. Next we continue by joining fuselage halves together. As you can see, cockpit gets inserted inside, also this air intake radiator. Also don't forget to paint cockpit walls. Here we install lower wings and top cowling cover, and note that you have to erase or cut off this landing gear, because it will be replaced with this stick. Next we continue with top wing, which gets installed on these struts. It should be easy, because Eduard was playing with various alignment features which are really helpful. They get you everything in the right spot straight away, so you don't have to waste your time trying to align everything. The same goes with tail wings. Here we have masks application guide for the canopy. Next we have installation of the landing gear. Here you can see fuel tanks. And next we continue with propellers. So as you can see, there are 2 versions of the propeller hub, depending on which marking you choose, so pay attention to this so that you have the right version on your marking. Next we have first marking option profile, so it's aircraft from April 1938. Another one comes from Soviet Union, surprisingly, so it's Slovak Air Forces 1941. Here we have also Slovakia, September, October 1944. And the last, as you remember, is the German aircraft. It's the Soviet Union as well. Winter 1942, 1943. As you can see, winter camouflage, quite an interesting marking option. So if you want to copy it, it would be a quite unusual choice for Avia B.534. So as I said, this kit should be already available in official Eduard webshop, so you can get it straight away. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!